Namaste everyone. Today's topic determinants and subtopics which I am going to take, that is the minors and cofactors, inverse of a matrix and the solution of the simultaneous equation by matrix method. The first one is the minors and cofactors. I am taking one determinant and minor will be, we denote minors with M and cofactors we denote with A. So this is the cofactors, already have written. This is the minors. Suppose that this element is called A1. This one is called A1, means first row, first column element. So I am writing M11 minors for first row, first column. So that is called M11, means minors for first row, first column. For that, to write minor for first row, first column, you need to, this is the first row, first column, cover it or just cross like that. Which element? 4. 4 will be the M11, minor for the first row, first one. First column. M12 means 1. The first one, A, I, J. I means what? Row. And J means what? Column. So 1. The first one is what? That is the row. Second is the column. So first row and second column. If you will cover first row, second column, 1. So M12 is what? 1. Now M21. 2 means what? That first 2, that is the row, indicates row. So second row and first column. You need to cover second row, first column. Then 3. M21 is what? 3. Now M22, second row, second column. Then you will get 2. So this is the minors. Now how to write the cofactors? Cofactors we denote with A, capital A, A11. So you need to write like this: minus 1 raised to power I plus j. I plus j means 1 plus 1 and then M11. So minus 1 raised to power 2, that is the 1, and M11 is what? 4. So A11 will be equal to 4. Now A12, minus 1 raised to power 1 plus 2 and M1. So minus 1 raised to power 1 plus 2 is 3. So minus 1 multiplied 3 times, you will get minus 1, and M12 is what? 1. So minus 1 multiplied by 1, you will get minus 1. Now A21. So minus 1 into power 2 plus 1, again 3. Odd. So minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. M21. What is the M21? 3. So minus 1 into 3, that is the minus 1. Now A22. Minus 1 into power 2 plus 2, M22. Minus 1 into power 4 will be 1. And M22 is what? 3. So you will write 3. This is the minors and cofactors. Now we are going to discuss about the inverse of matrix and how to solve a system of simultaneous equation by matrix method. In system of simultaneous system of equations, when you will solve it, we must know how to find the inverse. And before that, we need to understand what is the adjoint of matrix. The reason is that if we will find, this is the inverse. There are two methods in the determinants to find the inverse, right? Matrix. In the matrix, there are two methods. First one, we have done with the help of the elementary operation. This is the second method. A inverse, if you want to find the inverse of any matrix, you have to apply this formula. Adjoint A upon determinant of A. What is the adjoint A? If you want to find the adjoint of a matrix, and this matrix is given, then you need to find the minors and cofactors. Adjoint A is equal to, this is the cofactors, right guys? A11, capital A, remember it, A11, A12, A13. So after getting A11, A12, A13, and then transpose, this symbol is what? Transpose. So transpose of this matrix to the adjoint A. Means if you want to write the adjoint of this matrix, then how will you write? Adjoint A will be equal to adjoint A will be equal to, write down A11. A11 is what? 4. A12 is what? -1. A21 is what? -3. A22 is what? 2. And then transpose of this matrix. It will be 4 -1 -3 2. Already we have discussed transpose of matrix. Rows will be converted into columns, right? First row, first column, second row, second column. This is the adjoint. After this, we'll come to inverse of a matrix. I'll tell you how to find. Okay, we are going to solve this simultaneous equation. Here we are going to learn inverse of matrix. But you need to remember this formula: adjoint A upon mod of A. It's very simple. Adjoint A. Already just I told you how to find the adjoint A, and divide this by determinant of A. One more thing you must know, in the simultaneous equation, if determinant of A not equal to 0, then solution exists over there. Okay. And in other words, we can say that if determinant of A not equal to 0, then equation will be consistent. If determinant of A equal to 0, then equation will be inconsistent. I think in the exercise it's given. Just check which one is the consistent and which one is inconsistent. So for that, if you want to check, just to find the value of A. If not equal to 0, it will be consistent. Equal to 0, it will be inconsistent. One of the equation I have taken this 2x plus 3y plus 3z is equal to 5x minus 2y plus z is equal to -4, and 3x minus y minus 2z is equal to 3. We have to solve it. Solve means find the value of x, y and z over here. So to solve the equation, you have to write in this way: ax is equal to b. Okay, and then x is equal to a inverse b. Means you are multiplying a inverse, before a x is equal to a inverse b. Means if you want to simplify any simultaneous equation by matrix method, you need to find a inverse, right guys? So first, what is the value of a? We need to understand. Already I have discussed, I think, in the previous exercise. A means the coefficient of x, y and z. Okay, that is, see, look at here. X, what is the coefficient of x? 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3. What is the coefficient of y? 3 minus 2 minus 1. 3 minus 2 minus 1. What is the coefficient of z? 3, 1 minus 2. 3, 1 minus 2. And the value of x, you have to write like this: x, y, z. And the value of b is this part: d1, d2, d3. Okay, 5 minus 4 and 3. Now, first you need to check whether solution exists or not over here. So to check it, you need to find the determinant of A. Determinant of A, everyone know how to do. Just expand it to 2, and then you need to take this part, this one. 2 into minus 2 plus 4 minus 1. Minus 1 into 1 into 1 minus 1, so plus 1. Similarly, the second term will come with the negative, so minus 3, and then you need to cover this one and this one. 3 is what? This is the first row, second column element. The first row and second column you have to cover. So 1 into minus 2, minus 3 into 1, minus 3, and similarly for this. And you will get the value of A equal to determinant of A will be equal to 40. That is not equal to 0, hence A inverse exists. Now the next is what? After A inverse exists, you need to find the minus. Correct? Means to find A inverse, you have to calculate adjoint A. And to calculate adjoint A, you should have cofactors. So first we need to calculate minus. I am going to write M11. M11 means what? First row you have to cover and first column you have to cover. A11. So you will get this element. Minus this part you will get. Minus this one. Minus 2, 1. Look at here. Minus 2, 1. Minus 1, minus 2. Simplify it. You will get 4. Similarly, M12. M12 means what? First row, second column. Guys. First row, second column. So 1, 1, 3, minus 2. Look at here. 1, 1. 3 minus 2. Simplify. Minus 2 into 1 minus 2 minus 3 into 1 3 minus 5. Similarly, M13 means first row, third column element. First row, third column element. So you will get 1 minus 2, 3 minus 1. 1 minus 2, 3 minus 1. Simplify, you get 5. Now M21. Second row, first column. You have to cover. Second row, second row and first column. 3 3 minus 1 minus 2. 3 3 minus 1 minus 2. You will get this one. Now M21 M22 second row second column. Second row second column. So 2 3 3 minus 2. And then simplify, you will get minus 13. The next will be M23 means what? Second row third column. 2 3 3 minus 1. 2 3 3 minus 1. Simplify it. Multiplication. Minus 2 minus 9 minus 7. 3 3 is 9. M31 third row first column. So 3 3 minus 2 1. 3 3 minus 2 1. Simplify it. Cross multiplication. 3 minus 3 into 1 3 minus 3 2 is 6 plus 6 9. Yeah, so next M31 9. Okay, yeah, one more thing we need to correct it. Minus 2 minus 9 will be minus 11. Now M32 it will be third row and second column. You have to cover, you will get 2 3 1 1. And M33 third row third column. You have to cover, you will get this value. And we got all the cofactors over here. Now we will write minus we got. Now we are going to write the cofactors. So cofactors I have written A11 over here. So how to write? Minus 100 power this plus this, 1 plus this, 1 plus 1 2 and M11 is what? 5. Now A12 so minus 100 power 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 3. So minus 100 power 3 is what? Minus 1. M12 it will be 5. M13 minus 100 power 4, 3 plus 1 4. M13 it will be 5. Now A21 minus 100 power 2 plus 1 3. M21 is what? Minus 1, or here you will get minus 1. Sorry, M21 is minus 3, here you will get minus 1. So minus 3 into minus 1 3. A22 minus 100 power 2 plus 2 4. M22. So this value is what? Minus 13. Minus 100 power 4 is 1, and that this will be minus 13. Now M22 done. Now here A23 I am writing here. A23 minus 100 power 5, 2 plus 3 5. And M23, what is the value of M23? Minus 11. So minus 1 into minus 11, it will be plus 11. Now A31 minus 100 power 4, 3 plus 1 4. And M31, what is the value of M31? 9. It will be 9. Now A32 minus 100 power 5, 3 plus 2 5. So here M32 is what? Minus 1. So it will be 1. Now M33, so you have to find A33 is what? Minus 100 power 3 plus 3 6. And M33, what is the value of M33? Minus 7. So it will be minus 7. So we got all cofactors. Now we have to write, the value in this form. X is equal to A inverse B. So first we need to find the A inverse. A inverse will be equal to adjoint A upon mod of. Already we have calculated the value of A, determinant of A, that is the 40. So we will write like this, 1 upon 40, and adjoint of A will be transpose of A11, like let me write A11 is what? This is the value A11 5. What is it? A12 5, A13 5, A21 3, A22 minus 13, A23 11, and A31 9, A32 1, A33 minus 7, and transpose. So it will be A inverse will be equal to 1 upon 40 and 5 5 5 3 minus 13 11. Rows will be converted into column 9 1 minus 7. Okay, this is the A inverse. Now we need to write in that form. So for that we have to write like this: x is equal to A inverse B. So in x means what? X y z. A inverse means what? 1 upon 40, and this is what? 5 3 9, 5 minus 3 1, 5 11 minus 7, and the value of B will be 5 4 minus 3. Already B means the right hand side value, constant value of equations 5. Now we need to multiply these two matrices. 1 upon 40. First row we have to multiply with the first column. First row with the first column. 5 multiplied with 5, 25. Plus 3 multiplied with 4, minus 12. Plus 9 minus 3, minus 27. Second row with the column 5 into 5, 25. Minus 13 4 is 52. 1 into minus 3, minus 3. This one 5 into 5, 25, minus 44 plus 21. It will be equal to 1 upon 40 and 25. This will be how much? 27, 21. I think minus 40. It will be minus 40 plus 40. This will be 27, correct? 9 3 is 27. So 27 it will be. This is the 3 given, not minus 3. 3 it will be. So it will be 27, so 40, and this will be minus 55 and 25 minus 40. This will be, so this value will be, this value we need to check once. This is the 5 minus 4 3, 5 5 is 25, this is the 12, 9 3 is 27, correct? Then this second row with the column 5 5 is 25 minus 13 into minus 4 plus 52, 1 into 3 plus 3, okay? Now this one 5 5 is 25 and 11 4 is 44 and minus 21 7 3 is 21. Now let me check what the value over here. I think this will be 40, this will be 40, this will be 80, and this will be minus 40. Check once. This will be 40, 80 and minus 40. Now left hand side you want x, y, z. It will be equal to, you need to multiply this constant. This is the scalar quantity. This constant value you have to multiply. So this is the matrix. So you have to multiply with each and every term. 1 upon 40 multiplied with 40. How much you will get? 1. 80 multiplied with 1 upon 40. How much will you get? 2. Minus 40 multiplied by 40. So you will get minus 1. So you can write this imply that the value of x is equal to 1. The value of y is equal to 2. And the value of z is equal to minus 1. This is the solution of the given equation. Thank you so much.